Jappy Joe coming back at you again. All the same videos, all the same night. Decided to take off the hood, change up the look. How to paint the walls or something, who knows. But I'm really feeling myself tonight, so, I'll just keep talking. So, recently I encountered an issue. My life always just seems to have these issues. Whereas I like to work more than I go to school. But there's a thing in life where you have to always feel accomplished in the sense that you need a reward for your work. And like as growing up, my parents weren't the most loving. No diss on them, no bullshit. Just more they were just two tough individuals, not about, wiping other people's asses, kissing me on the face. Nothing like, a hug every time I got a boo boo. It was get the fuck up. It's not that big of a deal. You're right. Life goes on. Only issues that you stopped and looked at were the ones that changed your life. But the ones that didn't change your life didn't have any meaning. Where I grew up, the hood and the privileged are very close. I happen to live in the hood. Hood. Some people may disagree, some people may agree. Depends where you sit. If you sit the privileged side, I'm the hood. If you sit in the hood, I'm privileged. Right in the middle. Never to have a place in the world. Unidentified. Then I went to the actual privileged school. Well, one parent lived in one area, one parent lived in the other. Hood, privileged school. Look at this. Still divided. But I was a hood kid living in a privileged school. It was hard. But the sense of accomplishment came from both aspects. In a sense that hood life was easy because accomplishment is easy. In a sense that privileged kids find accomplishment through school and education and learning. Whereas, you think, I did this good in this grade, in this class. It's a couple year-long process is I'm now accomplished in school and academics. It takes much longer than being in the hood. Being in the hood, accomplishment comes from money, things, violence, being successful at such things as like ignorant level things, as I believe. Where school accomplishment comes from, memorizing and repeating bullshit that's taught to just about everyone, and you're just the best at memorizing and just regurgitating ideas that have been thought up of hundreds of years ago or really recently. It's just kind of a weird time period. But you are just the best at remembering other people's achievements. And therefore, you're considered smart. I disagree. I would say educated, but a lot of people would say smart. So, work, accomplishment comes quick. Paycheck, in hand. There's all my money. I can go do all these things with this money. But when I go to school, I'm judged by the shit I write on a piece of paper. And it feels shitty. Even though I know school is extremely important, I plan on going for 4 years as an engineer. So I'm in year 2, a decent GPA. Almost got, done with 2 years, about to transfer. It's a good life. But I just work 40, 50 hours a week plus 18 credits at school. And it's making my school suffer, absolutely. I write a lot of things on my whiteboard. You know? There's a lot of shit on there. It's about, I don't know, 5 by 3. It's a classroom level whiteboard. It's actually not really a whiteboard. I bought it from Home Depot, the thrifty board, whatever. Works the same exact shit. $14, you buy a whiteboard like that. It's like 80. It's crazy. It's weird. Regardless, you cut corners, you get this. But it's only work on there that's crossed off. Labs, homework, papers to write, calculus to study. But I only have work crossed off. Because it's a lot easier to achieve. And that philosophy always comes when you have a jar and you have problems. You put the big rocks in first, then the little rocks. But the big rocks are a lot heavier, It's harder to achieve. It takes longer. If you don't see results, it's hard to believe that something is there. If you can't see it. Maybe it's because I'm not disciplined. I guess to sum up the idea of all of this is quick work, quick accomplishments, but the accomplishment is very menial, it's very tiny. But long work, not much accomplishment, it's a big accomplishment. You'll see it at the end, and it's huge. Get a whole diploma that says, hey man, you're smart as fuck. It's like, oh shit, thank you. But just a couple dollars in your pocket that anyone can really get, it's not as big as a deal. Going to 4 years of school, then making rockets, it was probably hard for 4 years, but now you're living life. Working for 4 years, now you're promoted. It's not really the same. In the same sense, though, school does hinder that time. Because you're putting yourself in debt, you're not making much money, you're using that time for money making, advancing yourself, so on and so forth, instead of just spending more money. That's why it's a hard period in life. But paycheck's big at the end. It is a risk. But if you're smart, you could skip school because you might already know a way to make money. Right? You only go to school to make money. If you find a better way to make more money than the school could offer, you're too smart for school then. You're much better than just regurgitating information that someone else learned very long ago. Again, school's great. Everyone should go for something. Not saying learn this or learn that. I'm saying find something you want to do and learn that. Trade schools should be way more populated, Get rid of the fucking unions. Yeah, it's too political. I just think it hurts people. Through personal experience, I think unions have hurt. Not trying to be political. The idea is go learn what you want to do. If they wrote books on how to run a cash register, they wouldn't be very long. Because someone could teach you that in minutes. That's why the job's not paid that much. Massive textbooks are written on how to build rockets. The longer you spend on something, the higher the accomplishment. No ifs, ands, or buts. Unless you're learning basket weaving. Obviously pick something that might contribute to life. There's no reason to chisel out a wheel. Alright? It's with discretion. As always. Discretion.